Barney has the green flag in hand, and here we go.
Oh, man. Joey Logano already getting excited.
You're 3 wide, Joey.
I don't know what's going. It's driving a lot different than what a second ago was.
I love Boyer's going to be a spotter. Oh, man, they're wrecking, flipping down the back stretch.
Somebody's on the roof. Put it out. Put it out.
Well, they're not going to put it out because there's no cautions in the heat races. Well, Blaney backing up. Fighting for the transfer spot with Chase Elliott.
Christopher Bell, guy we didn't, talk a lot about so far, but guy that has great iRacing and dirt track experience. No surprise hit. He's leading this race right now.
Timmy Hill in the deuce to 4th, Logano 5th. You see the yellow cutoff line, which separates the moving on from the going homers.
Hey, Joey, you're going the wrong way, buddy.
This is like way different than what we just did a second ago. I'm like almost wide open around here. Before I couldn't be like quarter throttle, so I'm getting it. Oh.
Oops.
Oh, you're going to get him, Mark.
I'm going to get this guy. Who is this guy?
That's Haley.
Justin Haley.
Slide job. Oh.
Hey,
that worked.
I love it. You committed.
He's going to do it back. He's going to do it back.
Yeah, here comes the crossover.
19.02.
That's pretty cool. When did you ever, Jeff, hear a driver call his own slide job?
You're going to hear it 2 times.
The best part was he called his own payback. He's going to pay me back.
That was a nice defensive move by Haley. But you better watch out because here comes Chase Elliott.
Joey, the next car in your mirror doesn't even have a front end on it. We know what that happens
at Bristol.
Now, we're focused on you, Chase Elliott, and we got Kyle Busch with no nose on the car. This is the transfer spot, so be careful, Joey.
Hey,
that's a nice
never
move.
mind that guy, Joey. Just use him up.
I used him up. And I honestly didn't mean to do that. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right.
It's a horrible excuse.
I know, but I'm taking
Chase
it.
on the bubble. No, Chase went up from Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch on the bubble
I
now
think
from
Joey
Haley.
took care of Haley.
Yeah.
Did I finish him?
Pretty much. You pushed him back to 8th anyway. Christopher Bell leading. You're riding with Davison in 2nd.
Davison doing a nice job here. Let's listen to this throttle. I mean, you don't hear him lift. These guys are talking about this, so let's listen in.
Okay, this is boring. How's the battle for the transfer spot?
Well, you can see right there how much wheel on the 20 of Christopher Bell. Look how it's really hard to get these cars to turn sideways. Oh, he's going to bounce off the wall and open the door.
All right, here we go. Haley.
Now we're talking.
Haley has the bubble.
Oh, Haley's coming back.
And Kurt Busch wants it. Kyle has moved on.
Kurt's doing a nice job just right through the center, keeping it nice and smooth. Here comes Elliott, top side.
Kurt's got to get one more spot to qualify. You see he's below that cut line.
Oh, this is going to be a fun battle to watch. Oh, Chase Elliott bounces off the wall. On board with Chase Elliott. That's a whole lot of steering wheel trying to get the front end to turn.
His throttle sounds a whole lot different than James Davis.
Yeah.
Hi, Larry Mack. Glad you could join us.
Yes,
hey, Larry.
Yeah.
Full send right here for Chase Elliott. Yeah. Oh, no, he's going to work the middle lane.
But right now, he's in a going home position with 7 to go in the first of 3 heats. Oh, boy. Cole Custer's going to get by. And here comes Blaney.
How cool is it to see these Cup cars? Yeah, I mean, the reality, or just how realistic it looks. iRacing does such an amazing job with the graphics. But to see these Cup cars, Mike, I cannot wait for this weekend to see these cars slinging dirt, running sideways at Bristol Motor Speedway. That's what's got me excited about watching this event tonight.
Well, never in your lifetime, right?
Never.
Hasn't happened.
I always heard of, I did plenty of dirt racing along the way in open wheel cars. Never did any on with full fenders, but
I don't know what to think, guys. What are you seeing? Is Joey in or out?
No, Joey's doing good.
I'm doing good. I had to figure out that you keep it wide open all the way around. and now I've got decent speed. I'm just too late.
Joey's in
I've
fifth.
got big trouble. You're wide open all the way around?
For the most part. 1 and 2 is getting pretty slick on the entry now. So you got to, I'm in the wall. See, I told you, I talk, I'm going to slow down.
That's because he talks with his hands.
Yeah.
So,
That
Joey,
Italian part.
what's it feel like out there? Are you wide open or are you in the wall again?
I'm in the wall,
buddy?
but
Yeah.
I mean, the track's changing by the second.
Keep talking.
Yeah,
I got out. There I go again. How big's my cushion behind me? He's in it up.
You wrecked them all.
No, you're
That's-
pretty good. You could,
That
Joey,
was
you
the
got
goal.
You got 2 seconds on Kyle Busch.
Oh, I'm good. Okay.
Joey,
2
I've
to
been
go.
telling drivers that for years. Work your hands, not your mouth.
So James Davison's your leader. Christopher Bell 3/10 back. Kyle Larson 8/10 back. Timmy Hill 2.2 off the lead. And then Joey is 6 seconds back, but Kyle Busch is 9.3. Then Justin Haley's in the transfer spot in the 77. 1 spot away is Kurt Busch, followed by Cole Custer and Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney. Then Eric Almirola and Chase Briscoe.
Got a nice 3-way battle up here for the
Last
lead.
lap.
Here's, last lap. You
White
see-
flag is waved, brought to you by, oh, I forgot. Checkered flag. Here we go. Barney, checkered flag. Yep.
Barney.
And here is the last qualifier. Justin Haley is going to transfer into tonight's main event.
And look at those big names that are not going
Yeah.
to be in the A-main.
Kurt Busch misses it by 1 spot. Cole Custer, Chase Elliott, and Ryan Blaney. Eric Almirola and Chase Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe's night ended on lap 1, not even lap 1, back straightaway as that car was flipping upside down.
So above the cut line, move on to tonight's 70-lap main event. Joey, nice job.
We got to do 70 of those? My car's not going to make it.
All right, here is why Chase Briscoe was not around at the finish. Right there. Up and over. Welcome back to the eNASCAR Pro Invitational iRacing Series. Bristol Dirt Track. I feel like I should be saying tonight's show is brought to you by the letter E. Or
Why not?
Or anyway. Well, Joey, nice job in qualifying heat number 1. Clint, what'd you learn from Joey's ride in the first heat?
Be better on the start. Run over everybody that tries to pass you. Just put them right in a wall. Go ahead, slide job them, whatever.
Now, Joey, Joey, are you gonna be a spotter for Boyer like he was for you? Because every time he talked to you, you went slower.
Well, yeah, it's better off if he doesn't talk in general. But hey, here's what I've realized. Okay, that I underestimated the grip level of the track when they put it back to 25% usage, and apparently that's a lot more wide open time. The car didn't turn like it did, and I learned the hard way a little bit. And I apologize to Justin Haley. I did fence you pretty hard.
Well, luckily, he made it into the show.
I feel like I got one coming.
Yeah, you might.
I got one coming. Yep. But I'm in the show.
Let's take a look at the lineup for qualifying heat number 2. Chris Buescher is on the pole. He was the second fastest qualifier overall. William Byron, who was 4th in practice. Row 2, Josh Bilicki was 3rd fastest in practice. Ross Chastain alongside.
Yeah, and here we go to row 3. Our very own Clint Boyer starting on the inside, and outside of him, Denny Hamlin.
Oh, he's in trouble.
And row 4, Michael McDowell and Martin Truex Jr.
5th row, Bubba Wallace with Dale Earnhardt Jr. in a green car. Anthony Alfredo and Quinn Houff, who was one of the quick cars in practice, back in the 6th row.
And Ryan Newman is going to be slinging some dirt from the back row.
Wienermobile looks like. That's just fun to say.
It is.
All right, here we go. 20 laps, no cautions. 7 drivers will qualify for tonight's main event.
I'll tell you what I learned in that first heat. 20 laps a long way around this place.
Seems to be.
Sliding sideways, and as difficult as these cars are to drive on dirt.
I don't know how we're going to make 70 yet. I have no idea. Clint, what gear are you starting in?
3rd right now.
Oh, he didn't listen to you, Joey.
Green flag.
It did not work. Oh, gosh.
What in the world?
Oh, man. Well, Clint went from row, what was it, 3?
Yeah, row 3.
To the final row. Come on, Clint. You got some work to do, man. We need you in the A-main. We don't want you in here in the booth with us.
Only one way to go.
There's Anthony Alfredo. 1 spot away from the transfer. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
That looked like 2. Contact. Yeah, Dale Jr.
Yeah, Dale Jr. got him. 2 spots away.
Clint, you don't have to worry about getting hit from behind right there.
I'll make that 3.
Man, there's a lot of
Fighting it.
slamming and banging going on.
Bubba Wallace just passed Truex to move up. Nope, Hamlin just got Truex to move up into the show.
How about?
There's Denny side by side.
I mean, these guys are focused on that 7th spot, that transfer spot. Look at Quinn Houff just full send, slams into Truex. Truex has got a lot of damage. He's going backwards.
Josh Bilicki backing up to 7th here. Oh, Denny Hamlin got him.
Oh, man, Bilicki. Now, I would say Bilicki's one of the favorites. He was super fast in practice. But right now, he's floating right there at the edge of the cutoff. Nice job up here. Chris Buescher in 2nd place. Look how focused these guys are, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
This is work. For them, not for us.
What in the world, Denny? Come on.
Boyer up to 11th.
Well, Denny just cleared my. Oh.
What?
I
What do
think
you
that was
mean,
Suarez.
what? No, it's Denny.
do we got a Fox provisional to put Boyer in the A-main somewhere?
No, I think we used all those up.
Man, I was.
You were starting to move forward, Clint.
I'll tell you, Anthony Alfredo, after getting roughed up back to 10th, he's come all the way back up to 6th.
Yeah, I'd heard all week long everybody was really talking about how quick Alfredo was. And no surprise up here, 24 car. William Byron, we've talked so much about how good he is iRacing, how he got his career kind of started in racing through racing on iRacing.
You know,
That's
Jeff,
a lot of
Mike, we
racing.
rode with Chris Buescher for about 3 laps. He never blinked his eyes the entire time we were on him.
Wow. So at the transfer spot, it's Bilicki. No, it's Quinn Houff.
They got a good race going for the old transfer spot
Oh,
here,
yeah,
huh?
sure do.
Is it in front of
Let's
me?
see it.
It's Boyer, you're getting close, buddy. Come on, man. You just, well, a couple seconds, but anything can happen.
All right, here's Josh Bilicki in the 52. He's got to gain 1 spot to make the feature.
Just
And
past
Quinn
the
Houff
halfway.
has that spot in the 00.
This is going to get wild here, so Boyer, don't give up on it. Come on.
Clint
You got
is
a
2
shot
away.
at it.
There he is,
He's
just
coming
almost
into the
in
picture.
frame. Yep.
This is where the track started changing a lot for me, guys. And when you started talking to me at the same time, so I'm not sure with the track, are you talking to me? But this is where you had to start lifting a little bit because it would lose a little bit of grip or you'd end in the wall.
When you see Houff is working the bottom line while Bilicki's working that top line, he gets a big run off the corner. So the decisions for Quinn Houff here.
Halfway. +1.
Oh, that was such a cool shot.
And Boyer's coming.
Pretty good chance there's going to be some more contact between these two before this thing's over.
Clint, that's you right behind him, isn't it?
Do I have to pass them both?
Yes,
Yes, you
yes,
do.
you do.
All right.
You're catching him.
This is the quietest I've heard Clint Boyer in years.
Come
I've
on,
used
Clint.
my-
Pedal on the right, man. Pedal on the right.
I tore my car up too much.
That's all right. Bilicki's tearing his up too.
Oh, yeah.
And Quinn Houff staying right in the middle of the racetrack. He's doing a great job holding on to that 7th spot. Bubba Wallace ahead of him.
You can see how that line's getting pushed up higher and higher next to the wall. That's
Are
why
they
these
going
guys-
faster on the bottom?
Houff
Houff is.
in the corner. He's right down at the edge
But
of the
when-
slick there.
Bilicki just can't keep it off the wall.
No. And he's fading. Bilicki is.
He's starting to go to the bottom now.
5 to go.
And Quinn's running the kind of the very bottom of the slick stuff there, Clint. Well, he's trying to at least. He's
I've
catching
went to-
Bubba.
See just that little flick of the steering wheel, get the car rotated as it lands into the banking and hammer down on the throttle.
Boy, Quinn Houff he's got a couple of handfuls of steering wheel there, hasn't he?
He does.
Trying to stay away from Josh Bilicki and transfer into the main event.
Yeah, I really think Bilicki. Oh, see
that's
Ryan Newman up in the wall.
Yeah,
so
Ryan's not had a good race.
no nose on that car. But yeah, you saw where Bilicki was making ground on Houff on the top line, but it's just so inconsistent up there.
Oh, going to have a couple of lappers to deal with there, Clint.
Yeah, only Newman. Hardest guy in the world to pass. Appreciate the
heads up.
Good news there. Yeah.
Well, we're here for you.
Well, from the looks of it, he's taking up the whole track. It looks like the low down the straightaway, high in the corners line is working for him.
I don't think that's by choice.
I don't think so either. That was sarcasm, Jeff.
2 laps to go. Final lap. Okay, white flag lap for William Byron, who is going to win the second qualifying heat. There's Bubba and Quinn Houff.
Yeah, Quinn
6th and 7th.
is closed in.
Well, boys, beer 30 in the Boyer house.
Oh, you didn't think we were going to let you get away after
let
this,
you out
did
of
you?
here that early.
See ya.
No.
What do you mean?
We got a seat warm for you in here in the studio.
Oh, man. I tell you what, I think I'd have been all right. Denny, was it Denny? Some green car KO'd me.
That was Junior.
It might have been Junior.
No, that was a.
Okay.
I think that was a degree car or something. I saw that checking my armpit issues. Man, I was swatting flies in here.
Byron the winner, Busher second.
To the house.
McDowell, Alfredo, Chastain, Bubba Wallace, and Quinn Houff transfer into the main event. Josh Bilicki, Clint Boyer headed to the studio. Dale Earnhardt Jr. headed to the house along with Martin Truex, Denny Hamlin, and Ryan Newman.
I told you it was going to be competitive. We're seeing some big names not going to be in the A-main tonight.
That's true.
I still can't believe I made it.
Yeah,
Now-
Joey's still shocked he made it.
I can't believe I put it on the pole. I still don't know how I did that. I'm
don't
hoping
either.
the track goes back to slick like that.
It all started out badly right here for Clint Boyer in the 79. He rebounded, but not quite enough.
Oh, empty seat.
Stop him. Don't let him leave. Still time to enter the Fox Bet Super 6 NASCAR contest for your chance to win $1,000 of Clint Boyer's money because we're cheap. It's $1,000 tonight. Just download the app. Pick 6 race
Clint's
outcomes
cheap, not us.
for your shot to win. It's free to play. Don't miss out. Play now because you have to enter before the feature event starts. It'll definitely be $1,000 given away, and you should get some of it. Who are you going to pick to win? Well, how about this fella, our Heat 2 winner, William Byron. Nice job.
Yeah, thank you guys. It was pretty fun. They reset the track, so we had a lot more grip. So I just was able to run the top there and kind of keep it out of the wall, which is nice.
William, I mean, how much practice have you been doing on these iRacing rigs to get ready not only for tonight, but for this weekend's race when we're going to be on the real dirt in Bristol?
Yeah, I've done a lot. I mean, honestly, so Rudy got with me and we did a street stock test a couple weeks ago. So just trying to get some dirt experience that actually went pretty decent. So it's not all that different than this. So I feel like hopefully this helps. But I mean, I feel like some of the dirt guys are pretty fast in this. So hopefully it's pretty similar. And I just feel like I struggle still with the throttle control when it gets really slick. So I just got to work on that and try to keep the rear tires under it.
I'm sorry. We're having fun here. You're sounding very serious for a race in which the outcome means means $5,000 to the winner's charity.
Yeah.
But other than that,
What do you mean other than that?
Hey,
$5,000.
he's a competitor. That's why.
I know.
right?
I love it.
Bragging rights.
We got to do this.
Yeah, big bragging rights for sure. And I got to do it in 2 days, so
Well,
I don't stink in that.
Well, you got 70 laps to try to get it done. It
User
looks
in your
very
channel is
competitive. So
recording.
good luck tonight.
Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
All right. William Byron, our Heat 2 winner. James Davison in Heat 1. Clint Boyer has been dragged kicking and screaming into the studio with us. Fortunately, he is socially distanced apart from us. Wait. Now, wait. Are those your Bristol goggles or your beer goggles?
Well, it's my Bristol goggles. Somebody else is going to need beer goggles to dig it. But, man, I tell you what, boy, I need plenty of this action back there in the traffic where I went. Drop of the rag, and I went straight backwards in the trunk.
Now, I don't understand. We were having a conversation during the break. You asked Joey, hey, what gear did you start in? He said third. He didn't have a good start.
Well, he lied. As soon as I hit third, I was like, what? Oh, yeah, great idea.
I told you it didn't work, man. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
All right, speaking of third, here's the lineup for heat number 3, which I don't have on my monitor. Why is that? Looks like Garrett Smithley up there with Corey LaJoie on row number 1. Could you change our monitors, please, so we could read this? That would be very nice.
You got Ryan Preece.
And Joey Gase, row number 2.
Alex Bowman, the 48. Matt DiBenedetto, row 3. And how about Tyler Reddick? He was sounding pretty nervous when we talked to him earlier, but he's going to be starting inside of row 4 alongside Eric Jones in the 43.
Back to row 5, Austin Dillon. Now, he won a race up at Bristol.
Come on, he's a dirt guy. We know he's coming forward.
And Daniel Suarez is not. He's never raced on dirt.
How about B.J. McLeod alongside Ricky Stenhouse Jr., another guy that has some dirt experience. I have no idea how much dirt experience pays off in this in iRacing, because we just saw William Byron win that has very little dirt racing experience, but a lot of iRacing experience.
Well, it depends on how much you listen to your counterpart and what gear to start in, Joe.
I told you
don't start in third. You started in third.
You got to learn to listen. Stop talking and listen.
Well, you just nailed it, Joey, right there. Never happening. Never happening.
All right, Barney has the green flag in hand, and we're going to take the green with Austin Dillon in the number 3. Oh, the lights got turned back on the pace car.
He's got a lot of cars ahead of him.
How does that happen?
So I think some of these cars that start towards the back of this heat race, I was listening to that. We have a group chat with all the drivers on here trying to figure everything out.
Okay.
And they hit the wall in qualifying. If you touch the wall in qualifying, it disqualifies that lap.
Okay.
So I think you may have some good cars in the back.
So here's our flagman, Barnett Milton Fife. He is the grandson of the deputy from Mayberry, so he's from Mount Airy, of course. But up there, they wouldn't call him Barney Fife III. He's Barney Fife Jr. to his friends up there in Mount Airy.
You'll be able to see who's in third gear right here. Definitely not a third gear start on the pole.
No.
They practiced that for sure.
Garrett Smithley out front of Corey LaJoie.
See Dillon just kind of taking it nice and smooth around the bottom, keeping the car real straight. As these other guys are bouncing off of one another and the wall.
You know, it's really interesting to me, and Joey can attest to this, how much different the track was and how much more steering input. We both heard him say, or we all heard him say when he was, you know, how much more throttle he had, but how much more wheel you had to put into it to get it to turn when the track's tacky right here. And then as it starts to slick off, oh boy, it gets slick.
So the transfer spot is Eric Jones in the 43. And then everybody wants it.
I was going to say, and then everybody right there. Right.
Slide jobs. So
3 wide.
B.J. McLeod trying to make something happen. Behind him, Suarez and Stenhouse. Way back.
Pretty sure Daniel Suarez has not been on dirt much. I think his first laps he ever made on dirt was either this week or last week. I'm not sure about how much time he spent on iRacing, but you can see he's getting quite the education right now on the top side.
Jeff, they gave us notes on drivers, and Daniel Suarez is one line. Does not have a dirt background.
Tell you what, Tyler Reddick right here, he's used to running on the outside. I can promise you he knows how to do it. He's had his fair share of run-ins with that wall here lately on the big tracks, but man, I'll tell you what, holding a pretty wheel right here tonight.
Well, he's chasing Corey LaJoie, who said his first lap ever in a dirt car was at Bristol this past weekend.
Yeah, a lot of guys went up there, got some rides here. Maybe a slide job by Reddick. Can he make it stick? No. Yeah, a lot of guys went up there. So
Better get up, get up. Oh,
here comes Bowman.
Listen, on the hammer right there.
A lot of these guys that have dirt experience, I know, Clint, you have the full fender experience, but some of these guys, a lot of their dirt racing experience is open wheel cars, a lot different than these stock cars.
Yeah, sprint cars. I can promise you they're looking for stagger like them sprint cars had right now, because these things are massive tight.
Larry, for this weekend, aren't the left side tires, don't they have 2 inches of stagger built in?
That's what they have built in. The biggest thing, Mike, is the tires we'll be racing this weekend for the first time in probably 30 years. They're a bias ply tire. So you can actually change the size, unlike the radials that we race currently.
One thing I want to say right now is, we're watching this track, that's what's cool about this iRacing program is how well they do. Mike, you hit on it earlier, how well they do at capturing tracks as it goes away, as it slicks off. You start to see this cushion move up. This is what in real life over the course of these 1,400 cars that have ran at Bristol on the dirt over the last week, we really haven't seen, Jeff. We haven't seen that cushion build up and run right against the wall. This is what I hope we see this weekend on Sunday.
Look at Garrett Smithley lean into the corner there.
Is he doing a radio show, a podcast, or is he driving in a race? Look at that microphone he's got. But, man, he's doing an awesome job. We know how good he is and how many laps he has on these iRacing rigs. We saw it last year.
Look at him lean into the corner.
Yeah.
Get it.
Ryan Preece in hot pursuit there in second. Reddick is third, then Bowman, LaJoie, Gase, and DiBenedetto has about 0.8 of a second on Dillon for the transfer spot.
Yeah, and you saw Bowman was able to get by Corey LaJoie.
and I know why you make that mistake, because if you see the shot of Corey LaJoie, there's a cardboard cutout of his dad Randy standing right over his shoulder.
Well, of course, I raced with Randy, but then when we saw that cardboard cutout of him, and we start talking about him.
Yep. This is where the track starts changing, guys. You see Ryan Preece right here starting to get on the wall, starting to lose the nose a little bit, as Joey was trying to tell old dumb Clint. Clint wouldn't listen. It's unbelievable how much slicker it gets. You start to lose the nose and can't get that thing to rotate in the middle of the corner, and that's what you're seeing Ryan Preece having trouble with.
I feel like this was the hardest state of the track. Like when it was gripped up, it was easiest, wide open all the way around. And then it gets to this like kind of gripped up in some spots, but then slick in others.
Well, what we call that,
it really gets hard.
What you call that in dirt is patchy. It gets, Jeff, it's extremely patchy feeling. You get slick and, you have too much wheel spin and all of a sudden it'll grip up and the thing wants to, pull the front end around and get tight and stick in the wall.
Hey, Clint and Joey, if you want to, weigh in on this, I mean, do we have any idea how realistic or how close the conditions are going to be? How hard are these cars going to be to get rotated this weekend coming up at Bristol?
Well, if you watch Garrett Smithley get in a corner, he leans out from around that microphone, so about as hard as it is to get out from behind that microphone.
Hey, Preece got a run on him here.
Here we go, pass for the lead.
Smithley, he's been
slide
bouncing
job
off that
city.
Wall. Oh,
a good one too, but crossover.
Not gonna happen. Yeah, he's inside of him. You see Smithley made the crossover move happen.
He's back in the wall though, getting a run.
And DiBenedetto and Dillon are fighting for the transfer spot. They keep swapping it back and forth. 3 to go.
Got lappers coming. They're going to be a part of this.
They're going to play a factor for sure.
Use him as a pick. Set him up. Come on, Ryan. Or Austin.
Now there's Austin Dillon chasing Matt DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto above the cut line. And Dillon is not.
Daniel Suarez making some ground up. Still pretty far back, though. I don't think he can get to Dillon either. Oh, in the wall. That's that desperate move in the closing laps.
2 to go.
And
pass for the lead.
Preece was able to get by Smithley. Hey. Oh, no, 43. That's a lapper, Jones.
Right.
I thought he was
maybe he used that lapper as a pick like we were talking about.
So here comes Preece to the checkered flag. And Ryan Preece will win the third heat. Here's the battle for the transfer spot. Joey Gase is 6th, DiBenedetto is 7th, and Dillon is 8th.
Did you see Dillon sent that thing straight in the wall?
Oh, yeah.
Trying to make something happen.
So Ryan Preece transfers to the main. Garrett Smithley, Tyler Reddick, Alex Bowman, Corey LaJoie races in. So does Joey Gase and Matt DiBenedetto.
Did that have a little
Payback.
spirit and payback in
Going
right there,
home.
Austin Dillon.
Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Eric Jones, Ricky Stenhouse didn't get going here, and
How do you-
DJ McLeod.
How do you pay somebody back virtually?
You don't when you're not in the show, I can tell you that.
Let's go back and see what happened to Austin Dillon here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw, Smithley at the beginning, and there was so much action, 3 wide, bunch of bouncing off one another, so I'm sure something went on. Here's that lead.
Yep, that was the winning pass for the lead by Ryan Preece.
Welcome back to another season of the eNASCAR Pro Invitational iRacing Series. And we start things off in Bristol, baby. Known as the world's fastest half-mile track. A coliseum with a concrete battleground. These NASCAR veterans have experience at the real track. But this young gun grabbed the virtual checkered flag last season. Tonight, the drivers will be witnessing something different. Dirt. It's time to go racing for the greatest virtual show on dirt, right here on FS1.
It's time for tonight's feature event. Welcome to the eNASCAR Pro Invitational iRacing Series. Beginning Bristol Dirt. First of 5 of these we're going to have for you on FS1 throughout our half of the NASCAR season. What fun we've had already in 3 qualifying heats that have pretty much split the field in half. 21 drivers moving on to tonight's main event. I'm Mike Joy, along with Jeff Gordon, and slightly unwilling participant Clint Boyer has joined us because he got bounced out of his sim rig in the heat, leaving Joey Logano.
It was rigged, all right.
He said to compete in the main. Well, glad to have you with us here.
Yeah. Clint, what do you think? We've already seen, I mean, it was fun to watch these guys try to make it into the show, getting it down to 21 cars. Man, we saw guys that, big names not going to be in this, but how are they going to make it 70 laps? We saw all the damage just in 20-lap heat races.
I'm curious. So now you start, I think the caution aspect of it, and if something happens like that, I don't know. I mean, it's so hard as a track progresses and changes throughout the course of a run in a heat race, 20-lap heat race. Now we got 70 laps in the feature. Look out. I don't think any of them finished. I really don't.
Hey, I just got a text from Corey LaJoy, and he said, tighten your virtual belts. And he starts right behind me.
There's your warning.
I know.
And by the way, Joey, great job qualifying. Great job transferring through something somebody else here couldn't do.
Qualifying was my peak of the mountain, I think.
All right, now what gear are you going to start in on this start? Tell Clint.
Well, I tell you what, it's not going to be third.
Well, look at your shifter. Hey, use 6th. Try 6th.
I know. Maybe I have an extra gear. Overdrive.
Don't miss a shift. That's all I can say.
It's like a Freightliner.
I'm thinking 4th gear, man. Direct drive.
We've not seen the lineup, but as the Heat 1 winner, Joey, you should start from the pole.
No, he didn't win his heat.
No, I didn't win it.
Oh, no, he was qualifying.
Yeah.
He was fastest in qualifying. Never mind, you suck. Fifth in your heat. Not as bad as Clint.
Those were your words, Joey.
Hey,
those were
all
your
you
words.
gotta do is suck less than Clint. Best in house tonight, all right?
That was you,
best in
yes.
house.
Best in class. All right. We're going to go out to the real Bristol Motor Speedway because nobody told Michael Waltrip we were in studio tonight, so he's at Bristol for tonight's Bristol race. Welcome, Michael.
Thanks, Mike. I'm here with all my friends, as you can see. It's going to be a big night. Those heat races were so much fun, but now it's time to get real. Virtually. Drivers, you have to check your internet connection. Make sure your website's up and running. And Denny Hamlin, get that remote away from Taylor. We don't want another accident from you. Gentlemen, start your virtual engines!
Crank them up, Hank. Crank them up. Slide it off. I know, but you can start it up when you're ready.
Well done, Michael Waltrip. We're ready for the pace laps for tonight's 70-lap virtual feature event.
I know this is an inside joke, guys, but is that not the look he gives you every time he tells his bear joke? Oh, lineup.
So here's row one. James Davison, your first heat winner, not Joey Logano. James Davison on pole with William Byron, your second heat winner. And in row two, the third heat winner, Ryan Preece. Then the heat runner-ups, Christopher Bell.
Yeah, row three, real impressed with Chris Buescher and Garrett Smidley. These are two guys that you better watch over 70 laps. And how about this dirt star, Kyle Larson, doing a nice job tonight, too, in row four. And Michael McDowell just smooth and steady, doing a nice job.
Tyler Reddick's in the fifth row, along with iRacing superstar Timmy Hill. Anthony Alfredo, along with Alex Bowman in row number 6.
Yeah, row number 7, Joey Logano, huh?
Hey!
Oh, Shyster, you, and then outside of him, Ross Chastain. Row 8, we got Corey LaJoie, the best hair in the business, and then Kyle Busch. Looking something out of here. He had the whole front end knocked off his car. Then row 9, Bubba Wallace, and then Joey Gates on the outside of him, Mike.
Justin Haley in row 10, along with Quinn Houff. And Matt DiBenedetto rounds out the 21 car field.
He might have the best seat in the house because there could be a big wreck.
If I was him, I would just park for a little while.
All right, let's check in with our strategist, Larry McReynolds.
You have to hit that button right there. Just so
Hi, Larry.
What I did see in those heat races is stay out of trouble, and you might be surprised what you could accomplish in this race. Stay out of the wall. You don't want to use one of those resets. So let's take a look at this track description. It is a half mile. If you hadn't picked up on it, it is a dirt oval. The banking is 19 degrees, not the normal 26 degrees. 50 feet wide of racing groove. That's about 6 to 8 feet wider than normal Bristol. Now the race analysis. 70 laps, 37 miles. Caution laps do count. Pit road is 35 miles per hour. You have essentially the fixed setup that's set by iRacing, 2 resets, and Mike, 3 attempts if needed at overtime. Now I'm going to cut my button off.
Oh, thank you.
Larry, the most important thing that you said there was 2 resets because these guys are going to use them up.
The thing that I'm looking at right now is they've reformed the track. And you'll see this weekend, folks. When this is real life and we're at Bristol this weekend, they're going to reform the track, set this thing up. It'll be tacky. You'll be able to put a lot of throttle down. And Joey, make sure you're in the right gear, buddy.
Joey, she's got a lot of grip.
I'm in
Get ready.
second. I think I'm going to start in second.
When in doubt, throttle out.
Yeah, I need to give myself a lot of room here. I think just survival, the first 50 may put me in a decent spot.
That's a great strategy. Good luck with that.
I don't think I can do it, but that's the strategy to start.
I think everybody has that strategy, so I think it's pounce on them while it's hot, buddy.
Just do the opposite.
Yes.
Take it while you can.
Yes. Put on a show the first
I don't
lap.
even know how to do that, though. That's the thing here.
All right, for bragging
I got to
rights,
wait for it to get slicked off.
and iRacing has posted $5,000 for the winner. And I hope you got your bids in to win Clint's money.
That's
as
right.
all eyes are now on Barney Fife Jr. on the flag stand.
Oh no, guys! I feel nervous.
The anticipation.
Fox bet $1,000 right here.
Yep.
I bet 1,000 that William Byron wins.
Well, somebody's going to win Clint's money. There's Barney. The pace truck is in. And we're racing at Bristol.
Man,
Did
can
you
we
see that
protest the
launch by
start?
Davison?
Launch, he jumped the start.
16 drivers in their 20s against 5 drivers in their 30s.
Oh, Joey, you got hooked.
I'm okay. Hey, I'm all right.
Hey, I said near, not clear, Joey.
Now that's Timmy Hill on the outside. Brad Kozlowski couldn't make it tonight, so Team Penske nominated Timmy Hill to sit in, and he's in the deuce and on the move.
Oh, we got 50
And on
there. Oh, man, huge
Oh,
wreck
Bowman
there.
just got turned straight in the wall.
Yeah, Garrett Smithley had a little help there, too.
Spool.
Still moving, though. But I thought it was interesting to see some of these guys like Larson go to the inside, working that bottom line, trying to stay out of that wall here early to save those fenders.
I agree, Jeff. Just staying out of trouble. You can tell it's almost like they farmed it a little bit more. It's more tacky than it was even when we saw it in the heat races. These guys are having a ton of trouble getting them turned.
Well, I got to believe this thing's going to get really slick over 70 laps.
So iRacing has a damage model that the car will show actual damage, and then how does it drive?
Terrible. It actually, yes, it doesn't just show it, Mike. It actually feels it, and it slows you down time-wise, and the handling goes away depending on how you've damaged your vehicle.
Well, that's not good, because I already got a lot of damage.
You need a caution, Joey.
Right.
I tried to not hit anything. Is it that bad looking?
Oh, no, you're all right.
We
You're
can't
all
tell.
Oh, you can't tell. All right, good.
No.
I can't either. So.
We don't always show the 17th place car, so.
Yeah, we can't find you, Joey.
I've just decided to, I think I need to just stay on the bottom and try to keep it in a decent spot here.
Okay.
And then when it slicks off, that's my wheelhouse.
Oh, there you go.
That's when I'm coming in.
Really sideways. Clint, I'm almost curious to see if this middle lane comes in, because you see they're working the top. It's getting slicker on the top, slick on the bottom, but you see a little bit of moisture right through the middle.
LaJoie ahead of Reddick. And now you ride with Garrett Smithley. He's got like a double handful of wheel here in 8th place, just ahead of Timmy Hill.
And you saw Buscher collect the wall there. Or no, sorry, that's Christopher Bell actually was in the wall. You got Buscher down in the bottom inside of Larson.
One thing you can hear when you're in this in-car right here is you hear the wheel spin that this thing catches down the straightaways. That's something that's going to be real in our Cup cars that you don't see in a typical dirt car. You know, when we've seen these dirt modifieds, the late models that you saw Kyle Larson, Jeff, and them guys run, those things have massive dig, massive traction down the straightaways, where these you really have to pedal it to keep the tires underneath them.
What I love from that shot right there that we never see is just how much. Oh, we got a caution.
Oh, come on!
We've got a caution, Joey. It's you.
Right into him.
I tried to slow down. I couldn't. How bad's my car? Do I need to pit here?
Yeah, you're going to need that reset, I think.
You think so?
Anytime
You got
you
heavy right front damage.
just like the old days, anytime you see CNR, you need your day's over.
I don't know. It's still okay here. I think I'm all right.
Can we have a look at Joey's car? Oh. All right. We're going to see what happened here to bring out the first caution of the night. Here at lap 10.
Oh,
He didn't spin out. Had help big time.
And here comes Joey.
Wait a minute.
There's a caution, Joey. I'll be there in a second.
Wait for me.
There he comes. Oh,
Reset.
it's not that bad. The under-23 men's national soccer team continues their fight for a spot in the Summer Olympics as they take on Mexico. CONCACAF. What? Men's Olympic qualifying coming up next on FS1 and the Fox Sports app. What is a CONCACAF?
Total pro, Mike. That was so good. That's exactly the way you say it.
I'm Ron
Soccer.
Burgundy.
USA, Mexico next. All right. We're under caution because, as my notes indicate here, Alex Bowman turned Corey LaJoie, and about 20 seconds later, Joey Logano piled in.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure where the brake pedal was.
Corey said to tighten the virtual belts, and I wanted to
Hey,
make sure
watch
his
this.
was tight.
I bet old Willie B's ready for him this time.
All right, James Davison in 15, the leader. William Byron. Michael McDowell next to Ryan Preece, row 2. Bell and Buscher, Hill and Smithley, Chastain and Reddick, the top 10. Barney waves the flag. We're going to crank it up.
Bottom's coming. Look at him. They're fighting over the top. The bottom's coming.
I love Buscher in the way he's. Oh man, we got
that
heavy
had to hurt.
contact. That was
Haley in the
more.
wall.
Yeah,
Haley.
I think it was Alex Bowman, Justin Haley. But I love what Buscher's doing up front here, running that bottom. These other guys just keep damaging the car, bouncing off the wall.
Like that.
And Buscher right now is taking the lead. See Davison starting to follow him and move down to that bottom. William Byron still working to the top. Oh, baby, Bristol this weekend on dirt.
Boy, look at Byron coming on the top side. He gained a lot of ground in that corner.
Here comes a slide job. Oh, he's going to stay on the bottom.
Oh, big push.
No, he's not.
Davison straightened him out.
He straightened him out and saved his day right there.
And Priest got back to third. Big pack here. McDowell with Reddick and Smithley right behind this group coming into frame.
Oh, Reddick working the top.
Smithley the bottom.
3 wide.
This is great racing.
Oh, man, I'm loving this.
Track's really going away, and this is exactly taking it back to what you're going to see this weekend. I mean, that's what I am looking forward to the most, Jeff, is trying to figure out what the groove is going to look like. We have a lot of laps on that racetrack this weekend. It's going to be very, very interesting to follow this racetrack as it goes through all that.
Mike, this is what we saw last night in those practice races, is once we got a number of laps, it's almost like the track equalized. They were running at the top, they were running at the bottom, just like you're seeing right here.
True, Larry. One of the questions on tonight's free-to-play Fox Bet Super 6 contest: which heat will the feature race winner come from? Right now, the race leader, Chris Buescher,
didn't win the heat, I don't believe. But he didn't win it, did he?
No, he finished second.
Yeah.
In heat 2. Oh, Corey LaJoie just gave a hi, howdy, how are you to Joey Gase, and Gase comes back after him on the inside.
We really start to see these guys work the bottom. I just think, Clint, that top moved up so high that these guys can't stay out of the wall up high, and they're all starting to work the middle and bottom.
But that's very consistent to your typical dirt track anywhere in the country. You know, you just keep moving that track up higher and higher and higher and higher until the shortest way around finally comes in. The other aspect of that is, you know, with the banking and things like that, you know, what all the moisture is going to naturally run downhill, and you finally start to get down there and pick that moisture up. The brown, as you say, always searching for the brown. As soon as you find that, it's grip.
Joey, how you doing? You don't have a nose on it. How's she handling?
Yeah, it handles really bad, guys. Not good.
Are you saying
tight.
maybe you should have gone
I should have used my reset. I'm looking for another caution. I'm hoping I'm not it.
Just
the
don't be
motor
the
doesn't run
caution.
the way it used to. It doesn't turn the way it used to.
Well, it's overheating.
I'm just, is it smoking?
Yeah, we talked Joey out of
Not
using
yet.
his reset, knowing there were a lot of laps left, and you only get 2.
Your biggest problem is you're about 6/10 off the leader who's coming.
Yeah, where's he at?
Joey, you're keeping the front tires cool, though, buddy. You got a wide open front end.
Joe,
That's
the
good.
problem you had is exactly, I learned this lesson right off the bat. You listen to Jeff and Mike on strategy. When you have trouble, when in doubt, go to Larry Mack.
Yeah.
Gospel.
Now, hold on. I'm the one that told me she'd come in and get the reset.
I mean, I was on board with saving resets because I figured there'd be a lot more cautions than what we're seeing right now.
Hey, only one way to.
There's a chance. You're passing. You're
I
passing.
passed one.
You passed McDowell.
Yeah.
Go
I
get
know.
Kyle Busch.
I mean, we've been racing for pretty hard here for a while.
Well, you're looking for a caution. You need a caution. Hint, hint, hint.
Hey, well, if I'm being honest, I think I got him like lap 1 already. Look out!
You almost
dare
got him
you.
again.
Hey, by the way, the 18 is a lap down, so
Yeah.
You can do him, Joey. He's a
So
lap
you're saying
car.
it's kind of a free pass?
Oh yeah, he probably wants the caution too. Maybe it's like a good deal.
I think he's already
he
had a
wants it,
reset.
I want it.
meanwhile up front.
Yeah. Meanwhile, up front.
New leader, Willie B.
Oh, man.
Oh, bad
Buescher
deal.
came up, crossed over the nose of Reddick, turned him into the wall.
Wasn't having it. Crossover right here.
Reddick's really been the guy I've been keeping my eye on. He's been steadily marching his way to the front.
Yep.
And doing it without hitting the wall. You know, not a lot of damage on his race car.
When
Keeping
you
the
saw
tires under
that
control.
slide job totally under control, slid it up there, didn't go over the virtual cushion.
Look how in control, out of control he looks.
Yeah, I mean,
compared to the others.
He's just setting the car in there really nice, holding that line. That's exactly what you want it to look like.
Riding with Corey LaJoie. See Randy over his shoulder with a sombrero? That's some two-dimensional cutout from Randy's Busch Series championship winning days, I'm sure. See if Randy's lips are moving as he's telling Corey how to drive.
He looks like he took your DJ earpieces right there, Jeff.
Yeah, he's got the headset on.
Yep.
Well, it's not doing him any good. He's not listening to anybody right now.
No spotter.
Corey 15th, Justin Haley right behind him, and then Joey Gase.
I love the focus when we go to watch these guys. I mean, it's so intense. It's so difficult. I can't tell you how difficult. I got on one of these rigs yesterday, and it's so difficult to make this car go around this track without hitting something to make good lap times. And you see it. All these drivers, their eyes never blink as they make these laps.
So we're just past halfway. Race control wouldn't be a bad time for a caution, would it?
You guys got any debris you can throw out here for me?
You are the debris.
Something's got to fall off my car in a minute. I mean, me and Kyle are having one hell of a race for last year.
Yeah, but you're a lap ahead of him.
Oh, well.
Hey, you got by McDowell.
Hey, Reddick is
each other out.
looking really strong.
Good, doesn't he?
Yes, he is. Now, he's 1.2 seconds behind William Byron.
Yeah, but he was about a tenth faster, almost 2 tenths faster that
Yep.
last lap. And we got lap traffic. And Clint and I talked a lot about this. I mean, we think this weekend lap traffic is going to play a huge role in who wins this race and who makes passes and doesn't. It's starting to play out right here.
Well, I think it'll definitely be the determining factor on who is fast and successful this weekend and who's not. Who can get through that traffic, where that traffic will be. This racetrack, as we watched it last week, with some of those modified and late model shows, was pretty single. It's a pretty narrow line, right in the middle, kind of non-typical of your typical dirt track. That being said, as you catch lap traffic,
hey,
wild. Who was it?
They heard
the
us.
caution? Joey, are you the caution?
I'm not in it. I'm not in it. Not me.
Well, hold on a minute. Yeah,
Hey,
look up.
Wait, where's that?
No,
Where's
count.
that?
Let's keep counting. He's not ready to get there.
Okay.
Use the reset.
I'm coming in this time.
Caution at lap 40. Since we saw Timmy Hill, it could have been him, but we're not sure. So let's take a break and we'll find out as Joey Logano misses one. All right. Well, we're preaching to the choir now, boys. In case you didn't know, we're going to Bristol this weekend. Race day coverage begins Sunday at 2 Eastern, leading up to the green flag for the first Cup dirt track race in 50 years, 3:30 p.m. only on Fox and the Fox Sports app. Getting ready for the restart, Tyler Reddick has been coming up to get himself in a position to challenge William Byron. First, here's why we're under caution. Watch the 48 of Alex Bowman after he bounces off Ross Chastain. Turns Quinn Houff around, who collects Corey LaJoie.
Oh.
Hey, let's talk to Tyler Reddick. He's been coming up through the field. Hey, Tyler, you're doing a great job out there. Appreciate you talking to us. And just tell us about the track conditions and what you figured out, because you've been one of the guys that has been able to pass cars and make ground up on our leader, William Byron.
Yeah, Jeff, the track's changing a lot. I didn't know it was going to change this much here in this race, but got some damage pretty early on, and it's driving a little bit different, so hopefully I can avoid getting any more. I think I can run pretty close to William, but obviously getting a run and trying to make a pass is going to be difficult. But
well, we saw you
slowing
make
down, so hopefully not.
Sorry, we saw you make a great slide job, so if that's what it takes for the win, man, we'll put on a show for us. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, second place doesn't pay anything, and I don't plan on bringing it back if that's the case. So I'm going to go for it.
That's right. And virtual fighting is in existence, so it's
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
there are no virtual fines tonight
well,
that we know of.
Hey, can you tell these guys that are here, Joey Logano's in the studio, Clint Boyer, what gear are you going to start this restart in?
asking for a friend.
That is a good question. I have no idea.
Oh my God!
I feel like in real life you'll restart third, but I think in second.
Okay.
Second. Okay, that's what I've been doing wrong. I tried fourth.
Hey,
that was worse.
Joey, that's not the only thing you've been doing wrong. I can say that because I'm sitting over here.
I got a nice, new, pretty Shell Pennzoil Mustang ready to rock.
Okay. One to go.
Good
and we'll
luck,
go back
Tyler.
to green. Tyler, good luck. Thanks for talking to us. Tyler Reddick outside William Byron on the front row. Row 2, Chris Buescher and Ryan Preece. Row 3, Christopher Bell and James Davison. Row 4, Matt DiBenedetto, Garrett Smithley. Bubba Wallace and Ross Chastain in row 5. Quinn Houff and Justin Haley, Alex Bowman and Timmy Hill, Joey Gase and Michael McDowell, Kyle Larson and Joey Logano. They are the lead lap cars. 1 lap down, Corey LaJoie and Kyle Busch. Boy, Larry Mack, this is getting awful serious.
Well, Mike, during the pre-race, Taylor Hamlin, Denny's daughter, had lasagna for dinner. And I said, you know, send me some over. I think they went to the local gas station and sent me frozen lasagna. They're trying to tell me something, lean cuisine.
Oh, jeez. All right, Barney has the green flag in the air. Here we go. 20 laps to go at virtual Bristol.
Oh, saw a big slide job there. Ryan Preece wasn't happy with it. Oh, they're wrecking.
Yeah,
my new car's still one piece.
Oh, man.
Joey, you got through.
I got through it. My car's
No
still
caution.
pretty.
You
No
passed half the
caution.
field, Joey. We're back in this thing, baby. Now
I'm
get
back
serious.
in.
Focus.
Here we go.
Now Chris Buescher has moved into second.
With Reddick third, then Bell and Smithley.
Joey, I like the bottom.
Yeah, I just got to get there.
Smithley and Davison fighting for 5th.
Joey, I am curious to know, now that you've done this fix on the car, you got the nose back on and fresh 4 tires, is it driving a lot better than it was?
Yeah, but the driver's not any better. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah, but the cape's longer, man. Superman now.
I'm doing all right here. I'm doing okay. You know what? It takes me like 3 laps to find the rhythm.
Well, and I was saying that same thing, you know, with the A car of Tyler Reddick was in a rhythm, really working that top lane. And ever since we went back racing, it looks like it's just taken him a little while to find that rhythm back. But here he goes with a big slide job on Chris Buescher for second.
But a great job keeping it out of the wall, sliding up there with all that inertia, but yet stopping it right at the wall. Great move.
Hey, let's go back. I want to see Tom Cruise drive. I mean, Joey Logano drive through this crash here. Here's the onboard.
Look at this melee.
Ooh. Oh, man. You talk about close. And it's still not a great job, Joey.
Oh,
yeah, that's making up for what happened earlier.
That's Days of Thunder right there.
I did really good, guys.
You aimed for the smoke.
I did amazing.
All right, Tyler Reddick's, he's going to have to change something here if he's going to catch William Byron with 15 to go.
I tell you what, Mike, he's running better lap times, quite a bit better lap times. He's just got to be smooth, stay out of the wall, keep up what he's doing, and I think he might get there.
That was 0.4 of a second.
Yeah.
You got to believe William Byron. Oh, got a caution out. I was going to say, you got to believe William Byron's trying, you know, when you're the leader, right, you're just trying to maintain that lead. The guy that's going to take more risk are those guys behind you.
Larry.
All right, 14 to go, cautions out. Corey LaJoie was involved.
Larry, what are we going to do here? Are we using our last reset right here? I mean, are you at the microwave getting this lean cuisine going? Get back in the game. I need you, Larry.
I am not eating gas station lasagna. I'm just not going to do that. But no, I mean, you know, we're going to go racing less than 10 laps to go. Yeah, if you've got damage and you're back there outside the top 10, yeah, do a reset. What do you got to lose? But our top 7, they have not been to pit road. You do not want to pit this late in the race if you're up near the front.
You hear it, folks.
Got what you got. Not sure about why the caution was out. I did see LaJoie's car down at the bottom of the track facing the wrong way. So here's the replay.
Little help.
Oh, Joey Gase.
Joey Gase.
That's why the caution is out. Thanks, Rob Stone. It's the Confederation of North, Central America, and Caribbean Association Football, CONCACAF.
Of course.
Yeah, it's that easy.
Yeah.
All right, William Byron trying to hold back. Thanks, Russell. Trying to hold back Tyler Reddick, Chris Buescher, Christopher Bell, James Davison. It'll be 7 to go. Green flag. 8 to go.
Oh, it's going to be another caution. Let it go. Let it go.
That was DiBenedetto and the 34.
Look at Christopher Bell coming into the picture, moves into third.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's on.
Joey,
that was
sorry.
Joey. Christopher Bell moving into the second place right here. These guys are still hounding the bottom. I'm telling you, this is the atmosphere within a race that I'm hoping to see this weekend. Cars all over the racetrack, being able to run on the bottom, the middle, the outside. This is good racing.
Smithley on the bottom. Bowman made a charge there, but Reddick way up top.
I agree.
He's third. He's got to get past Bell if he's going to have a shot here.
Oh, Busher goes
Busher
around. I don't know if he had any help there. It was no caution. 5 to go.
In the wall. 5 to go.
Bell was my pick, but I knew it was going to be Byron.
It just, every time it just takes Tyler Reddick a little, a lap or two to get going. And he loses those valuable positions that he needs. That track, that time that he's losing to our leader, William Byron, I think he's the fastest car on the track.
He
goes
does
to
such
second.
a good job of running that outside without staying, getting into the wall. And that's why I feel like iRacing is this shows you, lends itself to how real this really is, because that kid is one of the best at running the outside.
Well, these three are doing a heck of a job staying off of one another. Just crossover, move, slide job. That's so cool.
I'm impressed with Smithley on the bottom. 2 to go now for William Byron.
We need a slide job tally for this weekend, all right?
Yes.
Keep track of that.
I know. We're going to make that the drinking game.
Don't do that. You fall out. It's going to have to be something a little less frequent.
This is exactly as we come to 1 to go. William Byron has done, every time I've watched him in iRacing, so smooth, makes so few mistakes.
Well, welcome. Congratulations, William. Your 4,000 hours you put in this week alone paid off tonight.
He won the Bristol iRace on the concrete last year, and William Byron picks up his 4th Pro Invitational win. Tyler Reddick for 2nd. Christopher Bell, Garrett Smithley, James Davis in the top 5. And the question we gave you earlier, tonight's winner came from qualifying heat number 2, which he won.
Somebody's not happy with Ross Chastain. Chris Buescher.
Chris Buescher unhappy with maybe Ross Chastain.
Either that or the throttle was stuck.
This was definitely payback. That was a virtual payback.
Well, at least he didn't back into him.
Now he's just going to log off and disappear. That's how bad it bothered him.
Celebration here from William Byron.
Yep.
Is Barney going to give him the flag?
I'm not sure that's in Barney's wheelhouse. We'll have to work on that. That's going to take some coding.
Oh, he's sweating.
Willie B.
You broke a sweat.
You got it done, man. Listen, you won the iRacing event in Bristol last year when we had these events, but that was on pavement. Did you think that you could get it done tonight because you looked good all night?
Yeah, honestly, I mean, the track changed so much. I mean, they do a good job with that, and I kept choking on the restarts in 1 and 2 because I kept hitting the wall, and Reddick was really good on the top, so I just got to be that good in the real cars. I don't know, but it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Thanks to iRacing. They do an awesome job. Good to have Chevy and Exalta, Liberty all in the car, so it's cool. It's really fun. I really enjoy the dirt stuff on here.
So, William, including all of us and everybody who was in this race, you are the one person getting paid $5,000 from iRacing tonight.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, I've Big Brothers Big Sisters, the charity, I'm gonna give that to, and we're having a golf tournament this spring, so I'm really excited about that, and just really ecstatic to have everything going well right now. You know, our race team's doing really well on the Cup side, so hopefully we can keep it up.
So Willie B, is a fellow competitor on this virtual thing that we've set out forth in the iRacing League. I see you put the old TV changer remote right there handily on the dash pad. I am going to pay somebody whatever it takes to locate that remote and bring it to Jeff and I. The next time you're in the lead, click.
Jeez.
Fantastic job. How much?
Thanks,
I mean, the track honestly looked like it drastically changed in that feature. Do you think that's something that we're going to see this weekend? Is that what you're anticipating?
Yeah, I hope so. I think if they leave the track, I'm honestly not probably the guy to ask, but if they leave the track alone from the heat races to the race on Sunday, I feel like it will. Even if they don't, we're running such a long race. So, but yeah, the top was so narrow there at the end that it was so hard to hit. And I feel like that's what we see at Eldora is kind of that cushion build up, but it's really, really thin. And, it's really easy to plug the wall. So, I feel like a lot of guys are going to be hitting the wall by the end of Sunday's race, but you're just going to have to kind of keep the right rear moving. So that's the biggest thing.
So what have you done to prepare for this weekend? And furthermore, how do you honestly think you're going to stack up to the competition at this place? I mean, level with us here.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be okay, I feel like, but it's honestly just trying to learn through practice. I feel like, just trying to understand what the car is going to do, make as many laps as possible. I mean, honestly, that's what I did for this. And running laps, in a row, really to get in a rhythm is really important. So got a good crew chief in Rudy who has a good setup from KBM and his days there. So I feel like if we can use some of those notes, we could be really good.
Well, congratulations on a big win tonight. I'm sure one of the most impressive of your entire career, virtual and otherwise. The $5,000 going to a great cause. Congratulations for that. Big night. On to Bristol.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Really excited about the weekend. It's going to be fun.
Congratulations. Great pass for the lead, by the way.
Thanks, man.
William Byron, your iRacing winner. Much more to come from virtual Bristol Motor Speedway after this. The NASCAR Foundation has been supporting families affected by COVID-19, working with the American Red Cross in the Bristol area. Learn more about how you can support the Foundation's programs by visiting NASCARFoundation.org. Here are the results. William Byron, the winner. Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Garrett Smithley, James Davison were your top 5. 21 of the 38 drivers transferred into tonight's main event. How about we catch up with the second place finisher?
Yeah, I'd love to talk to Tyler Reddick. We talked to him earlier, and now Tyler, runner-up. I know it wasn't what you wanted. You wanted that win. It just looked like the track conditions continued to evolve, but also it took a couple laps for you to get in that rhythm. You had the speed, but William was able to get out there. What'd you need to do, or what'd you see that maybe would have gotten you the win?
I just need to get a better launch on the restarts. William has done this a lot more than I have, but I definitely needed to probably practice a couple restarts. But it stings to definitely come in second to him once again. But hopefully we can run that good when we go there on Sunday.
Yeah, for me, it was back and forth with Bell right there. The restart seemed like to be where it was at. You couldn't really tell where to jump. That was the biggest thing that I have trouble with on iRacing. As soon as that truck dips off, you got to go very aggressive. But you and Bell, man, beating and banging Slide Job City. Are you looking forward to that this weekend? Do you think we'll have those slide jobs like we saw tonight?
Yeah, I think you'll be able to lean on each other a little bit, but the wall's going to be crazy. We're able to use a lot more of it on iRacing here. It's definitely going to tear some cars up when we get into it in real life. But I think the conditions present themselves. I think we'll see something up towards the top, hopefully at some point in the race on Sunday. But I think it's going to get black and slick like you see here as it did towards the end of this race tonight.
Boy, should be fun. Congratulations on second place tonight. We'll see you at Bristol this weekend.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Nice
see you
job,
then.
Tyler.
Tyler Reddick, our runner-up finisher. Let's talk to the 14th place finisher since he happens to be right here in the studio. Joey, hope you had fun tonight.
Lead lap, baby. I finished on the lead lap. It took a lot, though. It took a lot. But, I got a little better as the race went. I figured out starting in second gear was a big advantage. Needed to do that earlier, especially in my heat race. And, I felt like at the end I was decent, but I was just too far back, and I got caught up in one more crash. But overall, what I've heard from everybody, even Reddick there, he just needs to practice more. And it seems like a couple practice races would have been helpful for me.
Well, what's cool is this weekend we are going to have practice and those qualifying heats on Saturday. How much are you looking forward to? What are you anticipating this weekend as we do this for real at Bristol?
I tell you the phrase of the week, I don't know. That is what it will be. I honestly think you get out there and practice, that'll help some and probably ease some of the nerves when you kind of get a feel for where the track's at, what your cars are like on this racetrack. And then you get through your heat races, see where you're at. But the feature, you heard some of these drivers already talk about it, 250 laps, on this racetrack. It's going to change a lot. So really what the track state is when we practice and what it's going to be the last 50 to 100 laps at a race is probably going to be apples and oranges. It'll be very different. So we'll just have to wait and see, have some adjustability in the car and
I don't know.
Yeah, for me, it's just the greatness of iRacing. I think it just serves such a great purpose in motorsports, in our industry. It's a lot of fun. It's a training tool, and you saw it today. You know, I think it's the ultimate equalizer. This dirt when we come to Bristol, I'm anticipating. Cannot wait. I'm leaving, Jeff. I'm leaving 6 a.m. in the morning. I will be there. Looking forward to it.
He must be excited if he's getting up
well,
that
you and
early.
I both have a promo tomorrow to do this deal. I can't wait to get to Bristol, Mike.
Yep, time to read the card. Joey, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being part of the show. We had a lot of fun. Nobody got hurt. Our next iRace will be April 21st in Talladega, the fastest speedway on Earth. And later this week, we're on the dirt at Bristol. Friday coverage starts with truck practice at 3. Saturday, truck and cup heat races. Coverage starts at 4:30. Sunday, the NASCAR Cup race presented by Coyote Tractors begins at 2 Eastern. Coming up next, CONCACAF Men's Olympic Qualifying Tournament, Mexico versus the USA.